Morning, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. My guest today is Justin Townsend. We'll be talking about football here in just a little bit. It's Justin here.
Good morning.
And we'll be talking football, all kinds of stuff. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. What is going on in the neighborhoods today here on Monday, July 23rd? All kinds of things going on. By the way, thank you so much over in Salem on Channel 3, here in Flora on Channel 100, here in down in Fairfield, Jeff, Sisney, Louisville, also on Channel 100. Thanks so much for tuning in. We certainly do appreciate it. Monday, July 23rd. What's going on? Well, at the Flora Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center at 10 a.m. this morning, they're going to have music with Alvina. Alvina will be there from 10 to probably around 11 o'clock, so you might stop by. Also, at Heritage Woods today, they've got something going on at 6:30. It's the Haney's Gospel Trio going to be performing tonight, and that'll be from 6:30 to 7:30 here tonight at Heritage Woods. But, of course, here in Flora, the big thing going on, it's the Clay County Fair, underway just outside of town down there at the Charlie Brown Park. The Clay County Fairgrounds, they've got a ton of events coming up today, starting with the 4-H Beef Show. That started a little while ago. The Rabbit Show follows that. That's going to be at 2 p.m. today, the 4-H Rabbit Show. The 4-H Poultry Show at 3:30, and then the Mini Livestock Show. This is a lot of fun. This is when the kids age 4 through 8 will come out and show livestock. They get out there with goats and sheep and have a nice time showing the livestock, learning how to be little good 4-Hers, and that'll be at 5 o'clock tonight. Try to be there for that. Also, in the main arena, it's the Little Miss pageant tonight. That's out at the Clay County Fairgrounds, and that is at 7 o'clock this evening. Speaking of fairs, over in Albion tonight, the Edwards County Fair, they've got that continuing on. They had their big parade on Saturday. What a beautiful weekend for a parade. Wasn't that just about as good a weekend?
The weather's been great.
As you've seen in July?
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yes.
Justin, the loud and affable weatherman. We do appreciate that. But what a nice weekend. Tonight, they're going to have the flat track races over in Edwards County, and that'll be in the grandstand. Also tonight, in the exhibition hall, they'll have a baked goods auction. Try to get over there, help the kids out. That's at 5 o'clock this evening. And then at 6:30, don't miss it, it's Tupperware Bingo at the Edwards County Fair. What else going on around the area? How about in Beckemeyer? In Beckemeyer, they're going to have the St. Anthony's Parish Picnic tonight. That's from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Chicken and mostaccioli dinner. Yum! Along with dressing, mashed potatoes, green beans, a salad bar, desserts, and more. It's in their air-conditioned hall. And dinner will be held regardless of the weather. Mass at 5:30. And then quilt bingo starts at 7. Kid stands and well as balloons, basket stands, all kinds of stuff. That's again at 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock tonight in the St. Anthony's Parish at Beckemeyer. In Salem tonight at the First Christian Church, going to have the FCC Kids Zone. That's the First Christian Church Kids Zone. You need to pre-register by calling 548-0867. I bet you can give them a call and they'll help you out. That's for kids 4 years old through 6th grade. The event includes all kinds of stuff, worship, inflatables, snacks, and all kinds of fun. What is going on tonight? It's television. It's on the Wabash cable TV, all kinds of good things. This is the 30th anniversary of the Discovery Channel's Shark Week. They've been doing that for 30 years, which seems amazing to me. But tonight they've got the shows at 7, 8, and 9 o'clock. And the first one at 7, it's the thrilling and urgent Shark Week special, Monster Tag. Aaron Rodgers, along with Lindsey Vaughn and Rob Gronkowski, will join forces with top shark scientists to learn crucial information about the top ocean predators. Now, I must ask you, As a Chicago Bears fan, have you heard anything? Were you hopeful that Aaron Rodgers might have fallen in?
I was thinking that when you read his name, so that could be bad for the Packers.
Or Gronkowski, for that matter. Yeah, that'd be all right. A lot of folks in the AFC East wouldn't mind that at all. But they'll be trying to talk about sharks. Also, the Great White Abyss tonight at 8 o'clock. The deeper you dive, the bigger the sharks. That's the question. They're going to try to answer that. And at 9 o'clock, Cuba has a secret shark lair. This is the Cuban secret shark lair. In 1945, one of the largest sharks ever recorded was captured in Cuban waters, the great white named El Monstruo, and they're looking for another El Monstruo over in Cuba. They got all that. What's on television tonight with the baseball? St. Louis is at Cincinnati. St. Louis coming off that tough series up at Wrigley, 1-2 out of 3. And the Cubs won 3 out of 5. Let's see, make that. Cardinals won 2 out of 5, and the Cubs won the other 3. So Daniel Ponce de Leon is making his major league debut tonight for St. Louis. He'll be facing Luis Castillo for the Cincinnati Reds. That'll be at 6:10 this evening, and that's on Fox Sports Midwest, channel 630. Also tonight on ESPN, and I think also on NBC Sports Channel 643, the Arizona Diamondbacks are playing the Cubs. That'll be at 7:05. Patrick Corbin on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He'll face Luke Farrell for the Cubs. But wait, there's more. Also tonight, the Chicago White Sox are out on the West Coast. They're going to play the LA Angels tonight. That'll be at 9:07 p.m. Lucas Giolito on the mound for the White Sox. He'll go against Jaime Barria for the Angels, and that's on NBC Sports Channel Plus, Sports Chicago Plus. That's channel 644. So you'll have the Cubs on 643. You've got the White Sox on 644. You've got the Cardinals on 630. Other than that, you've got Shark Week all week long on Discovery. All kinds of good stuff going on. That is Justin Townsend. He is the head coach of the Fairfield Mules, the football Mules. It's football season. Yes, it's coming. And we're going to talk about that when we return. Do please stick around. Thank you so much for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. We'll be back right after these.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
My name is Rose. Smoking caused my lung cancer. I was on chemo and radiation. They took part of my lung out, and they put this in me to drain the fluid. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is, be careful what you wish for. That chest tube hurt a lot more coming out than it did going in.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Welcome back, folks, to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. My guest today is Justin Townsend. He is the head football coach and head track coach at Fairfield Community High School. And we're going to talk about all kinds of things with mainly football because track ended and it will come back next spring, but mainly football. And there are all kinds of changes taking place at the train yard in Fairfield, and you must be real pleased to see all the changes taking place out there at the train yard.
It's exciting. Long time coming, but
by the way, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, a lot of changes going on facility wise, and I think it's something that's been needed for a while, and with the success we've had in the last couple of years, and now we're going to have these new facilities. I'm excited.
Let's talk about facilities in a second, but before we do, let's talk about some of the success. Okay. The Mules have made the playoffs. I want to say 5 out of the last 7, right? 5 out of the last 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And probably more like 8 out of the last 10, right?
Yeah.
You've got to be real pleased about. I mean, you've become over the years now one of the old men in the conference. Right. You and Kurt Simon, right?
Right. Yeah. This will be my 18th year. Kind of hard to believe.
Did you see that as a possibility back in 2001, whenever you started?
Fairfield is where I wanted to end up ultimately.
Right.
And we've talked about this before. I did not think that would happen in 2001.
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm still here 18 years later and things are rolling pretty good for us. It's where I wanted to be, and it's where I hope to be. We're coming off back-to-back conference championships.
Right.
That's never been done in school history.
Undefeated season last year.
Undefeated regular season, first time since 1957. So we're headed where we're at where we wanted to be. Now it's important for us to try to kind of take that next big step.
You had the undefeated season last year was so special,
right?
In that you had a team that was a good scoring team.
Yep.
They did a lot of things right on offense, but then the defensive team was one for the ages.
Yes,
I guess,
absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about. And then you go to a playoff game, you run into a buzzsaw, the Vandalia Vandals. Tell me a little bit about did that take some of the shine off of what was the best season at Fairfield in 60 years?
Right.
In 60 years, best season in Fairfield, and you lose in the playoff game. Are you able? How long did it take you to sit back, think about it, and we really did some good stuff?
Well, I think maybe initially because there was such a high that week 9 beating Cesar and going 9-0 and train going by as the buzzer goes off and
Cesar was undefeated as well. It was an undefeated championship game.
It was game of the year in Southern Illinois.
Yeah.
And so you're there.
Yeah.
And then 8 days later on a Saturday, you're playing a really good Vandalia team, and they put it on us pretty good.
Yeah.
Not a lot of things went right that day, whereas through the season a lot of things, not much went wrong.
Yeah.
And so you're here and then you're down there.
Okay.
And
so you lose that.
Yeah.
So you have to sit back,
Right.
and at some point you had to feel pretty good about the year, though. How long did it take? An hour?
No.
A week?
No. Probably after Christmas, honestly.
Is that right?
I mean, because you're as a coach, you're constantly rethinking some
You're
things.
reevaluating, aren't you?
What could we have done differently? What did we not prepare ourselves for? So, about the time you get the highlight film out to the kids and you realize, man, we had a really great season. And, it was great for the community, great for the school, most importantly, great for the team, for them to, all their hard work to pay off. And it was definitely a season for the record books.
Well, you mentioned great for the community. You were getting huge crowds at the stadium all year last year, at the train yard all year last year, and that's been kind of coming the past few years, hasn't it?
Yeah, we have a tremendous fan support, and it's not just home games. Our away games are very well attended. There's many a times we'll be at away games and have more fans than the home team. I think back to the El Dorado game week 8 last year. Which was another huge game.
Yeah.
Our side
was packed.
Standing room only.
Yeah.
I mean, it was tremendous. And as a coaching staff and as a team, our kids notice that.
Do they see that?
Oh, absolutely. And they can hear that and they can feel that. And it makes you want to go out there and play that much harder.
I'm leading that back into the renovations, and because somebody walking in last year to that playoff game or that big Week 9 game against Cess or Valier, they might have thought, this place is looking great. There's thousands of people here. Everybody's having a good time. But that could really have been improved upon, couldn't it?
Oh, yeah. We still had good facilities. We were able to hold, obviously, big crowds Week 9 and playoff game. But we were due for some updates. And we definitely... I'll give our administration and board a lot of credit. We're doing it the right way. We're going to have one of the best bleacher press box setups in Southern Illinois. We're going to have one of the best bathroom concession area ticket booth in Southern Illinois, and it's exciting.
We have a couple of pictures here that we can show you. Tell us what we're looking at here.
Okay, that's the new concession area. It's going to be new bathrooms. I believe we have 11 stalls in each one. So
what folks were used to, they were used to having to go into the school and go into the bathroom where there are like 3 stalls,
3 maybe
in each one,
right?
And a lot of walking to get up there during the halftime. You couldn't really just run down there in a quarter break, could you?
No, and this is all handicap accessible. To the left there, you're going to see our new ticket booth. That you're going to come in, you're going to funnel in, and then you're going to funnel in through those columns out, and then basically you'll go to your right, you could go to the home stand, you go to your left, you go to the visitor.
And there will be I can see the sidewalk. That sidewalk is going to be coming back to the home stand.
Right.
And there's a sidewalk going to the visitor stand. Yep. You won't have to cross the track, though, will you?
No, you shouldn't. No, there's going to be fencing around. So.
Okay. That's going to be very nice.
Very nice.
Concessions are down there, too, huh?
Concessions, bathrooms, everything you're going to need right there.
Wow.
And then something unique, they are putting new fencing in all around the school and around the practice field.
Oh, really?
Around the football field, the black looks good fencing.
Yeah.
And then that's going to help kind of funnel in. They're going to really encourage everybody to park there north of the
I was going to say, what if I'm used to parking in that parking lot right down there?
There will be handicap accessible parking. I guess it'd be just east of that.
Okay.
And there will be additional parking. The gravel lot is going to be paved. And,
right.
And but if you're parking, they're going to really encourage people to park north of the school.
And that's where the folks have started tailgating.
Yeah, I think tailgating will happen out there. We do have a lot directly north of the practice field that's currently grass. I think they're ultimately going to pave that as well. And basically, they're going to want you to come in. They're going to have a fence that funnels you in right to where that ticket booth is, and then you can go set on whatever side you're wanting to.
Wow, that's going to be very nice. And
it's exciting.
It must be exciting. And this isn't just for, let's get a picture here also of the bleachers. And those new bleachers look great.
Yeah. Look really good. Actually,
the other bleachers, the old bleachers, they were good,
right.
And they found a new place.
Right.
They're out at the fairgrounds.
Yes,
right?
they're at the fairgrounds.
But they weren't handicapped accessible, were you?
No, and that was the big push. You really couldn't do anything to your facilities without making them handicap accessible. So once you start this, you have to go that route, and which long overdue we need to do. So. You can look at that. There's going to be ramps coming off both east and west end for wheelchair access.
And it's raised up too, isn't it?
Raised up, and then there's actually quite a bit of space. You know, if anybody, our old bleachers, 2 people couldn't walk by at the same time, and they're at the bottom. So now there's plenty of space, and also the press box came assembled.
That's cool.
From Texas, wired, ready. Zerlini Enterprises brought one of their cranes in that they use for grain bins, lifted up into place, and the only thing I think they had to put on was the top part, where the cameras and coaches.
Yeah, I was down there 2 weeks ago. That top part wasn't railed yet,
but it came wired and everything, so it's ready to go. And I think there's actually 4 different
media booths in
there.
So we want to make sure there's plenty of media.
Absolutely. So.
Media accessibility is a gigantic concern here.
So
I like taking a look at it, Justin. I really like how they have the back of the bleachers there are solid, so you're not going to be dropping your blankets and
drop
stuff.
Your cell phone, blankets, whatever.
You don't have to climb underneath the bleachers.
And like I said, our administration and board, they've done it the right way, and it's going to look really good. I think the bleachers are going to be done for sure week 1. We're keeping our fingers crossed for everything else.
Week 1 is August 24th.
Yep.
You've got that one big circle, I suppose, around.
Yeah.
That's 32 days, by the way. If you've been following on Wabash Catch TV, the Twitter at Wabash Catch TV, I think I've got to put a picture up there today.
Yep.
So you saw it yesterday, right? I'm trying to remember who I put up for number 33.
I didn't see that one.
See, now I'm old. I just can't remember.
Right.
Oh, it was Tony. No, I was thinking about Tony Dorsett, but I didn't end up putting him up. Maybe Sammy Baugh or something.
Yeah.
I can't. No, it was Ron Dane.
Okay, there you go.
I put the Dane train up. So
I don't know if that would have been my pick. But.
Yeah. Well, it was a good looking picture. Okay. That's Justin Townsend. He's the head coach of the Fairfield Mules. We're going to talk a little bit more football when we come back. We're going to talk today about the Mules, about the Black Diamond. We're also going to talk about the maybe some Illini. Might talk a little bit about the Bears too, if I can get Justin to talk about the NFL at all. You don't like the Bears at all, do you?
I am a Bears fan, but it's tough. It's tough. It's kind of tough to be an Illinois fan too.
It's been tough. Well, that's the thing. You and I and Marty David, we always try for the trifecta.
That was Stan David's big thing.
That's exactly right.
Good weekend if we could get that trifecta. It just didn't happen much.
It doesn't happen. You've done your part.
I've done my part.
We'll be right back after these messages. Do stick around.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your #1 choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome back, folks, to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for coming back. We do appreciate you watching here on Wabash Catch TV, Channel 3 over in Salem, Channel 100 here in Flora, Louisville, all over the place. And this is Justin Townsend. He's the head coach of the Fairfield Mules. And the Fairfield Mules went 9-0 in the regular season last year. First time they've done that in 60 years. So you're guaranteeing a 9-0 season again.
I wish I could do that.
That doesn't happen that easy.
No, but that's what you aspire for. Definitely, that's what you work towards.
One of the good things, and I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about the entire team here in a second. But one of the really good things that the Mules do, and I know a lot of other schools do too. But you've got some folks on the team that are participating with the National Guard as well, don't you?
Yes.
Does that happen every year? How often does that happen?
I'd say at least every other year, probably we have a few.
You've had
now,
different
this
people.
Is the first time that we've had 2 on the same team.
Well, there is one of them, right?
That's Logan Trent. He was an all-conference player for us last year. Started in the secondary, played some receiver.
Yeah,
and he's in basic training right now in Georgia.
Punt returner.
Also returns punts. I think that's
big Vienna.
Interception or a punt return against Vienna.
Yeah.
So a little stiff arm there.
Logan is a returning senior. Yes. I guess you have to be a senior to be in the National Guard, right?
Yeah.
Which brings us to the other one in the National Guard. This is special teams demon right there.
That is Tanner Hitman Garrison, number 40 right there, putting a stick on a Christopher ball carrier. So they're both down in Georgia. Tanner went in a week before Logan, but the plan is we're going to get them back and be able to get their 12 practices in, and hopefully they're ready to go for week 2.
Okay.
That's the only unfortunate thing. and it has nothing to do with them. Obviously, they're going to be in shape.
Yeah.
But the IHSA, you got to go through a 12-day practice and heat acclimatization. You got to do 2 days of helmets and 3 days of helmet, shoulder pads, and full pads. So 12 days, and that will get them back for week 2.
Speaking of conditioning and heat acclimatization, tell me a little bit about this. What are we doing here?
This is just a little competition drill that we do a lot of times. Maybe
who do we have
in
the pile there?
I believe that's Caden Taylor and Isaac Sork.
Okay.
Right there. And basically, you can't see the picture a little farther out. There's 2 trash cans, or you can use cones, and they're about roughly 5 yards apart. And you start in the middle with both hands on the tire, and you have to maintain hold of the tire.
I got to tell you, it looks like Caden's going to win because it's Isaac there on the right?
Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this one. Isaac does not have cleats on, so you're absolutely right. If you don't have cleats on.
Well, he's only got one hand on the tire, too.
Yeah. Now, see what happens, a lot of people try to go for the one-hand tire and reach, and that's not, because you lose everything.
Not a good thing.
You go too quick to that, you're going to be in trouble. So I think Caden won this one, but basically you got to get back to your trash can.
Let's see if we can kind of have let's see what this looks like. This is a couple big bowls up, and there you see the trash cans have got to go.
There you go. You can see it. And we'll go fresh soft, and we'll go varsity, and we'll mix and match. We'll let guys call each other out, and this was kind of the featured matchup. Now, to give you an idea here, I mean, if you're just looking at this, you're thinking, well, the kid on the left,
you got a bigger guy,
the kid on the left's probably 6 foot, 180 pounds. And the kid on the left is actually Dylan Hefner. He's 6'3", 220.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He is
all-conference 3 years.
All-conference 3 years. As a freshman, he was all-conference. This will be my first player that I've had come through for 4 years and start all 4 years.
And potentially all-conference 4 years.
I mean, he's legit. So he's 6'3", 220. So what's that tell you?
And that's the kid on the left.
Yeah, so what's that tell you about the kid on the right? That is A.J. Gonzalez. He is our sophomore. He's a legit 6'7", 300 pounds. And I'll tell you another story about him. Football rosters, you like to fudge a little bit.
Hold on a second. Are you telling me that coaches will occasionally fudge a roster?
You always different height and weight from football to basketball.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's true.
So we go to measure him.
Yeah.
And we have it goes up to 6'6". It's on our door when we walk in.
Yeah.
And he was over. I mean, he is legit 6'7". He is a legit 300 pounds. And he can move. He's came a long way. Last year as a freshman, I think he was around 6'4", 6'5", 290. Not super mobile, but I'll give him credit. He's done a lot of work with his footwork, and he's probably going to start somewhere on the offensive line.
Well, you see, now that's the thing. You get kids with strength and size. But that doesn't automatically mean they're going to be any good, does it?
No, we've had big kids in the past, and if you can't move very well, you struggle.
Yeah.
But he can move a little bit. Now he still needs to get stronger in the weight room and things like that. But 6'7", 300 pounds, I'm excited about that.
How'd the summer workouts go? Everybody, you get good crowds?
Summer workouts have been great. Coach Lyons is actually running them this morning. And we have, I'd say roughly, we're about 90% attendance. So we do really well. Right now, we're kind of in the mix of our final 3 weeks of July are really big for us. We run lifting in the mornings, and then we come together in the evening for a camp.
I see.
And so this week is our final week of camp. We got helmet shoulder pads tonight and Wednesday night. And Tuesday we go down to SIU for a 7-on-7.
Oh, really? That'll be fun.
Murfreesboro. We're going to actually play on SIU's field. Murfreesboro, East Alton Wood River, and Coach Carter was trying to get another team. And then Thursday we go over to Olney.
That's outstanding. I'm talking here to Justin Townsend. He's the head coach of Fairfield High School's football team. We're going to talk about the team itself as well as the Black Diamond Conference when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. We do appreciate it, and we'll be right back after these words.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
My name is Brett, and I used to smoke. I quit, but not until I got a serious gum disease. My tip to you is, your smile says a lot about you. What does this say?
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm Bruce Dickey. This is Justin Townsend. He's the head coach of the Fairfield Community High School, the football Mules, as well as the track Mules. And we're talking football right now as Justin was telling us about his team. Tell me about some of the squad coming back. 9-0 team. You had a lot of good seniors you lost, didn't you?
We lost a ton of good seniors, and they're going to be tough to replace. A lot of guys that have played since they were sophomores.
Right.
But on the flip side of that, you got to remember that those kids were going against somebody at practice every day.
Well, that's true.
And, you don't always think of that aspect, but it makes you a better football team. It makes your team better when those kids step up and play varsity.
That's right.
And that's kind of what we're hoping for. Now, on the flip side, the cupboard was not left bare. We return Alec Pruitt, our starting quarterback, so it's always good to have somebody with that experience.
Somebody poised back there, right?
Played in some big football games, obviously, last year. He's a tremendous baseball player. very smart.
Well, see, that's the thing. He's the catcher on the baseball team. So if you're the quarterback and
very
the catcher, you basically are running both teams.
Yeah, very similar responsibilities. So we look for big things out of him this year. He's had a great summer. And, don't be surprised if the Mules open it up a little bit this year with him. So
see, Fairfield has gathered, justly so, the reputation of run, especially with that buffalo package or the beef package he had.
And with that, we're returning. We already talked about Dylan Hefner a little bit. He'll be a senior for us this year, 6'3", 220-pound fullback.
He played both sides, too.
Played both sides, played defensive end where he started. Now this will be his 4th year, and we just think he's going to have a tremendous year for us. Toyed a little bit with playing him at linebacker this year.
Then you decided, why mess with what's working?
Why mess with what's working and not try to reinvent the wheel? Let's let him go. And so,
I can understand that, though. I can see why you would think, because at the defensive end spot, he's kind of scaring teams from running that entire direction.
And that's kind of how we looked at it. And you can kind of tailor your defense now. Well, teams are going to run away from him.
Yeah.
And now you can start piecing in the puzzle to the opposite side on what we're going to do there. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I wonder.
Whereas we could put him in the middle. He can go sideline to sideline, but at the same time, that's a lot to ask of a senior. And I think he's played defensive end since he was 5th grade. So, and he's playing both ways, and he's going to long snap or punt for us, one or the other. So he's not going to lead the field.
Yeah.
And then also Wyatt Gilbert is another big guy back for us. Started as a sophomore. Had an ankle injury. Otherwise, I think he would have pushed for close to 1,000 yards rushing.
He missed 2 games last year?
Yeah, missed 2 games. And really wasn't 100% towards the end of the year. And I think that was a factor in some things. But we think he's going to have a big breakout year for us. I think everybody talks about him on the offensive side of the ball, but he's as good of a corner or safety as you're going to find.
And he's all-conference returning from defense.
Yes, all-conference returning.
Which kind of leaves the other side of that offensive wing formation that you play, the guy that folks might forget about.
I was just thinking as you're saying that, the forgotten man, Reese Lee. Reese did a great job for us, started in the secondary for us last year, did some spot time on offense, and the big thing with him is when he touched the ball, big plays happen.
Yeah.
And he's really gotten stronger in the weight room, and he's going to be opposite of Wyatt. And, you got Hefner in the backfield too. I think a lot of teams are probably going to key on Hefner and Wyatt, and I think it's going to allow Reese to do some things in the passing game and the running game.
Kind of the with all those folks coming back in the backfield, kind of makes the challenge building the offensive line back again, isn't it?
Right. We lost a majority of our offensive line. We also lost 2 big physical tight ends.
Yeah.
And so, I think Logan Trent, when we get him back, is going to step in at one of those end spots, and then we're kind of trying to trial by fire at the other spot to see who wants it. But the big question mark, I think, going into the season and what, as a coaching staff, really since we went to clinic in February, is piecing together that offensive line. We lost maybe our one main guy with experience, Jeffrey Zerlini. Unfortunately, he tore his ACL in track, and we're going to miss him, and we're really going to miss him on defense. He would have been our other end opposite Hefner, and so that's kind of a tough deal, and it's kind of put our depth into question. That we have the guys, it's a matter of getting the right mix.
And you mentioned the staff. You've got a change to your staff this year that you haven't had in the last 17, 18 years. You've as Bob Wells wanted to take a more administrative role, right?
Right, and his daughters are playing softball, junior high, and active in that, and I completely understand.
Yeah.
And so we aren't going to have him, and Coach Ellis, I think, is going to get completely out as well. So
speaking of softball,
18 years, 17 years each of coaching. Started with me in 2001.
Wow.
And then, now Mr. Wells will probably be around a little more than you think. He's managed to make it out to a few days of camp.
That's good.
And stuff. So, and he's going to be a valuable asset just to pick his brain, especially for Coach Lyons.
Coach Lyons is now the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, and Coach Robbins is going to help him, and it's going to be a combined effort until we get comfortable. We've had to adjust a little bit. I've coached the O-line and D-line for 18 years. Well, I'm now coaching linebackers and backs. So
that's a little different.
Yeah, so there's been some change, and then we've got Coach Simmers, Coach Brown coming in back from last year.
You're getting a little bit of youth in your coach, right?
Yeah, and we're going to get Lucas Reaver is going to come
I heard that Lucas Reaver, what's he going to – he'd be a nice little quarterback coach.
He's going to work with their quarterbacks and receivers. So I'm excited. I think we got a good mix. You got me, who's been in it for 18 years, and Coach Lyons, I think, is going on 7 or 8 years now, and then you got these new guys as well as Coach Robbins is there when he can.
Yeah,
he's very active in our FFA,
sure.
and once harvest hits, he's in the fields.
He's active as dad.
But he is there a lot, and he's been there a lot this summer. So I'm excited about our coaching staff, but it is going to be new this year.
It's a little different. Tell me a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the rest of the Black Diamond. Last year, Fairfield went 9-0. They defeated the 8-0 Cesar-Valliere kids, Red Devils, at the end of the year, the last game of the season for the championship. Is there a possibility that Cesar's going to be that good again, and is that a possibility again?
I think you look at Cesar that they lost some really key seniors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that they lost as many as we did.
Right.
But, I think back to, I can't think of their D lineman that they had was just an absolute wrecking ball. They lost him. They lost their quarterback. They lost, was it a Rock?
I want to say Ross Owens, but
there was a running back. They lost it. So their middle linebacker, fullback, they lost.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost some really key guys.
Rock. It was Rock.
Okay, they've had so many. It seems like every year. I just assume it's probably a Rock. But, they got a really good senior class that they kind of feel like this is their year. And when this group of juniors and seniors played them as freshmen, I think maybe that might have been their only loss, or it was a really, really tight game. And that doesn't always translate to anything. But
so potentially,
I think Cesar could be the team to beat.
And the thing is, we don't want to overlook the champs from the couple of years before with the El Dorado Eagles.
Yeah, El Dorado,
they've been so good for so long.
Yeah, they've got things going. They returned a few backs, their quarterback, one of their backs. They returned some offensive, defensive linemen. They lost 2 absolute studs, though, Traxler and Atterbury. And so
Traxler's finally gone.
He was very similar to a Hefner-type player, started for 4 years. He was so good. Continuing his career at SIU. So you can't sleep on El Dorado by any means.
Yeah, and Chester's building themselves back up, aren't they?
Yeah, they return Meyer, their quarterback. They got a really nice receiver. Got a pretty big running back coming back, and I think what they've really, just talking with their coach, they've really tried to work with their O-line and D-line. That wasn't their issue last year as far as scoring. They could score points. They just really struggled defensively, and I think it all started up front. So I think they're a team to watch.
Any potential surprise from somebody who maybe didn't make the playoffs making that leap this season?
I could see a couple teams right off the bat. I think Vienna is going to be improved. And I think Coach Rivers in Edwards County, if they can get things together, this might potentially be their year to get in the playoffs.
They've had a lot of talent on the basketball court from this class, haven't they? And they're trying to keep them all healthy for the football, right?
Right, and the big thing with them is a lot of time is depth, and and I think maybe more so than any other year in this conference. And I know for us, 1 or 2 injuries here or there can really change the dynamic.
Last year, you had something that you'd never really had. You had a very deep team, didn't you?
Right, I had a very deep team, and a lot of times, I had guys that probably deserved to carry the ball more. We just didn't have enough. We
didn't have the ball.
Yeah, and the same thing defensively now. Whereas, and I think other teams would say the same thing last year in conference, but I think this year, I don't know that the depth is there that it has been. And it's not due to lack of numbers. Our numbers are still great. We're going to be pushing 60 kids in the program, which, as far as I know, in the surrounding area is as good as anybody. But as you mentioned, 18 of them are probably going to be freshmen.
Yeah.
About 16 are going to be sophomores.
Yeah.
So then you start looking at, you only got about 20 between your juniors and seniors.
Last question, then we'll get out of this. You mentioned that Traxler is moving on to play college football. That's a lot of the goal, isn't it? Get your kid. As a coach, what is your job in helping these kids get to play college football at the level?
Well, a big part of it is grades.
Yeah.
You got to have the grades.
The kids probably don't realize that.
No, and they don't realize that as a freshman, sophomore, your grades can affect what you got as a junior or senior.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big thing. Getting them to realize that there's a big difference between that B and C in biology. You may not seem like it as a freshman, but it can factor in down the road. And
there's also probably a big difference on whether a particular team will look at you any closer.
Absolutely. I get emails daily, and one of the last things they leave you with as a college coach is, well, these are our academic requirements.
Yeah.
You got to have this on the ACT or SAT, GPA, class rank. And then I kind of know right off the bat, well, yes or no.
I can talk to you about this person. I'm really wasting your time talking about this person.
And there's other avenues. There's junior colleges and there's things like that. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of those in this area. You got to go up north. You got to go into Iowa. But we've been pretty fortunate. We've had some kids that have played at the next level, and it's whether it's Division III or D1, it's a major commitment. That's the other thing that you got to get kids to realize. It's essentially turns into a job at that level.
That's Justin Townsend. We're talking. We're talking football. We're going to talk when we return a little bit of the older kids playing football, a little bit of the Illini, maybe the Bears. As we're running out of clock, we'll be back with more Big Talk for you right after these words.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, My name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
Different.
Yeah.
It's different. Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. Guest today has been Justin Townsend of the Fairfield Community High School. He's the Mules football coach. And we've been talking all kinds of high school football. All right. To heck with high school football, Justin. Tell me about the college football. Are our Illini going to be undefeated this year?
Defeated or undefeated? No, we talk off camera a little bit. It's tough.
It's tough
to keep, going orange and blue. Keep going. I mean, those 6 and 6 years with Zook look better and better. It seems like
last weekend was the Rose Bowl reunion from 2007, a 10-year reunion, and I got to tell you, I was at the Ohio State game when they beat the number 1 Ohio State, and this team seems so far away from doing something like that.
The talent level, the coaching. I was actually at Notre Dame that weekend.
Really?
And with my wife, Marissa, and we had watched the Notre Dame game, and there's a little bar there's right there on campus. Well, everybody, this upset was happening, and we went over to watch it in there, and, of course, we're from Illinois. Yeah. We're going crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, and don't think that the Notre Dame fans didn't mind Ohio State getting beat either, because but it was a really cool experience. Yeah. I mean, it was neat to see it from that perspective too, being that. So, but yeah, you're absolutely right. I think you hit the nail on the head when you say so far from doing something like that. I just don't see.
Well, all right, that's enough of the Illini. That's enough.
Hope it gets better.
Let's talk about your Bears. Your Bears. I think they're a couple of years away from rock bottom, aren't they? They hit a couple of years ago, and now they're ramping back up.
I think we're up and coming. I think our defense is starting to get back to what we were known for when we had that good run.
Right.
I think the big question mark would be our quarterback, Trubisky. I think a lot of potential there, a lot of talent there. I think what I struggle with, though, is right now he's probably still the 4th best quarterback in that division.
Makes it kind of tough.
And it makes it tough. So, I mean, he can have a tremendous year, and Rodgers and Stafford are tearing it up. And, so we'll see.
That's the thing with Detroit. They haven't won anything ever, or in the last 60 years, they've won one playoff game. And Matt Stafford is talented enough. That team last year in the first half before injuries, they were scoring 40 points a game.
And going back to the Bears, you got to get some offensive weapons in there for them, and we're starting to do that a little bit. I'm hoping maybe we can squeak in a wild card this year. That would be, I think, a tremendous season for us. But I think we're on the upswing.
Fans haven't left them, have they?
No,
the Bears fans have stuck with the through thick and thin. John Fox is gone, right?
Right. Yeah. And so, we're trying to make some changes. Our front office is doing a good job, I think, of trying to get us competitive and hopefully start getting back in the playoff hunt.
Well, you just let's see if we can't get some trifectas this week.
That would be ideal. Like I said, the Mules are going to try to do their part. I just need the Bears and the Illini to step up.
I feel better about the Mules than the Bears and the Illini.
Okay.
That's Justin Townsend. Thanks very much for coming on. I appreciate it, Justin.
Appreciate it.
Have a great day. Folks, that's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey for today. Join us tomorrow. We're going to talk about the Marion County Fair. Have a great day.